What up, what up, what up? You know who it is. You know who I be. It ain't no secret. It's Mr. Lines coming to you live and direct on this thinking Thursday, April the 22nd, 2020. Mas uno, si, yes. Let's say it with our chest. We are in here like the atmosphere. So you know what we gonna do, dawg? We gonna G-A-T-A and get after these academics. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, not only is it a Thinking Thursday, April the 22nd, but the day marks day number what? 145 of our calendar school year. Woo-wee! We are doing what? Chugging along. And we're gonna be here at 180 before we know it. Woo! It's only 35 more wake-ups, baby. 35 more wake-ups. Now, with that being said and done, we gotta go get it. Because our quote of the day comes from Henry Ford. Henry says, nothing is particularly hard if you break it down into small jobs. Yes, sirs, yes, ma'am. Break it down like a chair. All right, now, with that being said and done, our weather today is gonna be what? Ooh, it's gonna be a little chilly. The high 61 right now. The low is 31. That's freezing. Whoo! Oh man, 32 degrees. Water will freeze over. All right, now, with that being said and done, we're gonna jump into the what? School news. And last night we had a fantastic math night. Ooh, big ups to all my winners, all my grade levels. Second grade took out kindergarten through third grade. Fourth grade took out fifth grade. I don't know who won in middle school, but I'm pretty sure it was somebody that was great. All right, but with that being said and done, we gonna get into the what? Classroom update. Quick, fast, and heard. Because first off, it comes up with Mr. Gibbs, and Mr. Gibbs said this Thursday, for my kindergarten through second grade, you all are gonna be working on the food pyramid quiz. All right, because don't forget, Site Friday is coming tomorrow. And then 3-5, this Thursday, you all are gonna doing a healthy attitudes PowerPoint lesson review, and you got a guest speaker prep. Get ready for a Site Friday. All right, and then sixth grade, this Thursday, you all doing a life skills PowerPoint lesson review. All right, there it is. And then in seventh and eighth grade, this Thursday, it's going down because you all have a quiz on healthy attitudes. Yes, sirs, yes, ma'am. Good job, Mr. Gibbs. Good job, Mr. Gibbs. Next up, I got kindergarten with Mrs. Beatty, and she said this Thursday, ELA will discuss how plants and animals depend on trees and write sentences about what you all have learned about how plants and animals depend on trees. All right, and then we have math. Have an assessment on solving addition and subtraction problems. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. We're going to get into them academics. All right, next up, I got first grade, and Mrs. Williams said this Thursday, y'all doing the ISL ABC review for Thursday. And then y'all answer questions about the number of objects on all types of graphs and charts. And then y'all going to be working on picture graphs, bar graphs, table graphs, pie charts, tally charts. Hey, y'all be telling the most, least, all together, and many more things. Ooh, man, Miss Williams, great work. Next up is Mrs. Colson in the first grade. She said this Thursday, y'all gonna be working on the Long U and Silent E nonfiction book called Everything Spring and write a spring poem. Ooh, it's the season of poetry. Yes, next up, I got second grade and Mr. Carrington say he's what? Holding it down. Great job last night, Mr. Carrington. All right, Thursday. Close, read aloud on other types of fossils and using evidence to answer questions. Me and I pronouns. Woo-wee, get those proper pronouns because I still got kids not capitalizing their name for some reason. All right, next up, I got who? Third grade and Mrs. Green. Mrs. Green said this Thursday I can continue to find the area. Ooh, yes, geometry is high in the season. And next up, third grade, Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones said read the article Space Food using closed read strategies and then explore how the author supports the point that astronaut food has changed over time. Woo-wee, I'm pretty sure, because we used to have MREs back in my days, meals ready to go. All right, I'm pretty sure they got better things now. All right, next up, I got Mrs. Archer in the fourth grade, and she is what? Holding it down, because I ain't seen Mrs. Bell all week, but that's neither here nor there. All right, in Thursday, context clues, you got EOG practice. What up on that? That's what I'm talking about. Next up, I got fifth grade and Mrs. Brabby and Mr. Lyons. First up, Mrs. Brabby said this Thursday in social studies, y'all gonna finish the Nearpod. Yeah, buddy, we're gonna knock that out. And then ELA, y'all gonna finish chapter 10, Esperanza Rising, and make connections with the Universal Declaration of Human Rights and the book, Life Like Mine. Yes, and then Mr. Lyons in fifth grade, we still working on math and science, and the math, we're working on division. Division with fractions. And then in science, we're working on what? ecosystems, how the energy is transferred in ecosystems. Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. And then in middle school, got 6th grade math with Mrs. who? Mrs. Bax. All right, Mrs. Bax said the students in 6th grade will learn how to find the distance between points on a coordinate plane. And then in ELA with Mr. Ships. Everybody doing cross the board from 6th, 7th, 8th grade, working on Romeo and Juliet. And then in science, Mrs. Blake said, hey, the students in 6th grade working on physical and chemical changes. And then in social studies with Mr. Michael, the students continue learning about the social structures of the caste system, class system, city states, feudalism, and y'all quiz is the day. Ha! And then this is 7th grade with math with Mrs. Bax. Students will learn to solve equations for the missing angles. And y'all got a test coming up next week on angles, so don't sleep. I've been telling you all week. All right, in the ELA, Romeo and Juliet. Science, in 7th grade, y'all working on the circulatory, respiratory, and digestive systems. And then in social studies, y'all be learning about the Revolutionary War. And then in 8th grade, math, y'all be learning how to multiply, divide, and estimate numbers written in a scientific notation. And then in ELA, Romeo and Juliet. All right, 8th grade science, y'all will be reviewing fossils. And then in social studies, y'all can continue to learn about the causes of the Civil of the War. You know who it is. You know who I be. I ain't no secret. I'm Mr. Lyons, and I want everybody to do what? Attack your day and your academics with relentless tenacity and bend your will towards greatness. And remember, this is one family, one falcon, one flight. And we gone. Bro.